Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a massive one-shot revision of May 2026's national and state developments. We're cutting straight through the noise to bring you the absolute high-yield facts on groundbreaking infrastructure, major policy shifts, and new government schemes. Let's get right into it.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our thematic roadmap for today. We'll be moving through social welfare and governance, tech and infrastructure firsts, heritage and environment protection, and wrapping it all up with a national news quickfire. Let's kick things off at the human level with Section 1, Social Welfare and Governance. All right, we've got three major state initiatives to compare here. First up, West Bengal's upgraded Annapurna Bandar scheme is now delivering 3,000 rupees a month directly into the pockets of eligible women. Meanwhile, Sikkim is making huge strides. They just became the fifth state in India to hit full adult literacy under the ULAS initiative. And over in Karnataka, they've launched the Kartavya Com app. Now, Kartavya means duty, right? That's your memory hook right there, because this app uses AI and GIS to make sure remote government teachers are doing their duty and seamlessly marking their attendance. Moving on to legislative trends, we're seeing a clear chronological progression of states acting on Article 44. Uttarakhand was the first to actually pass the Uniform Civil Code bill, Gujarat came in second, and now Assam has stepped up as the third. And just a quick clarification, while Goa does have a Uniform Civil Code, we don't count them in this recent wave because they historically inherited theirs from the Portuguese. Okay, this next one is a massive win for unorganized labor. Karnataka just rolled out India's very first digital grievance redressal system, built specifically for gig workers. It's a pretty strict three-step process. Step 1, the worker files a complaint digitally. Step 2, there's a time-bound review within 15 days. And Step 3, absolute final resolution is legally mandated within 45 days. It's a real game changer for worker accountability. Let's zoom out to the macro level with Section 2, Tech and Infrastructure Firsts. And this brilliantly illustrates just how massive India's engineering ambitions have gotten. 14,000 feet, literally, wrap your head around that altitude. That is where they just inaugurated the Mahe Toporaldo irrigation canal in Ladakh's Chendong region. It's India's first major irrigation canal built this high up. Oh, and if you want an easy memory hook, just think of Mahi, like MS Dhoni, hitting the ball high up into the altitude. Mahe Canal, easy, right? Next up, a massive first in transportation. You know how traditional electric trains need those overhead electric cables to run? Well, India's first hydrogen-powered train, which is going to run between Jin and Sonaput in Haryana, totally flips the script. It stores a hydrogen fuel cell right inside the train itself. It takes compressed hydrogen, mixes it with oxygen from the air, and generates its own electricity. The absolute best part? It's a huge leap for decarbonization because its only byproduct is just water vapor. Over in the medical world, AIIMS Delhi has come up with something that is truly life-saving. We're talking about India's first portable bedside MRI system. Usually, if you have a critical, unstable ICU patient, you have to physically transport them through the hospital to the MRI room, which is incredibly risky. But this ultra-low-field, low-radiation device can be wheeled right to the patient's bedside for safe, frequent imaging. No dangerous transport required. Here is a super fascinating new economic avenue opening up in Jharkhand. The district of Hazarabad has just been officially notified as India's first pearl farming cluster under the PM Matsya Sampada Yojana. They're even setting up a dedicated training center in Ranchi to teach the highly specialized skills required for freshwater pearl farming. Let's shift gears and see how we're preserving our roots in Section 3, Heritage and Environment Protection. Check out this incredible quote from a recent UNESCO survey. Second longest surviving wall in the world. No, not the Great Wall of China. We're right behind it. We are talking about the Kumbhalgarh Fort in Rajasthan. Built way back in the 15th century by Rana Kumbha, the wall around this fort stretches an astonishing 36 kilometers. It is a phenomenal piece of architectural scale. We've also got some crucial updates on indigenous conservation from the Anala Naga tribe in Manipur. They use these two distinct, highly effective forest management systems. You've got Uju, which refers to community-managed reserve forests, where the tribe sustainably harvests resources for their personal needs. And then you have Rankang. These are the completely untouched, sacred groves. Rankang areas are left entirely undisturbed because of their deep spiritual significance. Speaking of sacred groves, let's look at Kerala. If you want an easy way to remember Kerala's initiatives, just think of the word Karela, like the bitter gourd. It's a little bitter, but it's great for cleaning out your system.
Well, Kerala is doing exactly that. First, they've launched Kavu Nurseries, a pilot program dedicated to restoring plant species specifically found in Kavu, their local term for sacred groves. Second, they're cleaning out the administration with Project Zero. This is an anti-corruption drive where if you provide video evidence of corruption, you get a 5,000 rupee cash reward. To round out this section, we've got two major cultural updates. First, the High Court has legally declared the Bhojshala complex in Dhar, Madhya Pradesh, to be a Hindu temple. It's an 11th century site famously known for its unique Serpaband or serpentine pillar inscriptions. Second, let's look at the Matua community in West Bengal. This is a marginalized Namasutra Dalit sect founded back in 1860 by Harachand Thakur. They originally formed their own monotheistic sect to escape discrimination, and today they represent a key demographic in the state's recent shifts.
All right, let's ramp up the energy for Section 4, National News Quickfire.
So the crucial point here is keeping your government tech portal straight for the exams. Let's rapid fire through three vital ones. Number 1, Panchasan. This is your real-time web surveillance platform specifically for monitoring the jute crop. Number 2, Paymana. This one tracks the big money, massive central infrastructure projects costing over 150 crore rupees. And number 3 is Jeevan, a comprehensive mobile app designed to give the elderly incredibly easy access to medical and caregiving services. Panchasan, Paymana, Jeevan. Now, let's clear up a very common civic misconception. Article 324 of the Constitution grants the Election Commission of India the absolute authority to manage elections, and that includes enforcing the Model Code of Conduct. But, and this is important, you have to remember that the MCC is a consensus-based guideline that political parties simply agreed upon. It is not a statutory law passed by Parliament. It completely relies on the Election Commission's authority to ensure fair play, but at its core, it functions as a guideline. Wow, okay, we have covered an immense amount of ground today, tracking the major shifts in government schemes and national state news. But our May 2026 overview absolutely does not stop here. In our next explainer, we are going to transition into the remaining critical categories, focusing heavily on awards, sports, indices, international news, and finance. So make sure you stick around for that. Until then, looking back at today's sweep of progress, from high-altitude canals in Ladakh to digital grievance systems for gig workers, which piece of May 2026 infrastructure or policy development do you think will have the biggest impact on India's future? Think about it, let us know, and I will see you in the next explainer.